Korea. 2024, a military training base, hundreds of soldiers, exhausted, homesick, running on 4 hours of sleep and orders they didn't choose. And then one of them looked up and saw Kim Taehyung. The soldier froze, his chest tightened, his eyes filled before he could stop them. Not because he was starstruck, not because he was a fan losing his mind, but because he was a 21-year-old boy, months away from everything he loved, carrying weight no one around him would let him show. And suddenly, the one person whose voice had carried him through his hardest nights was standing 10 feet away. He started crying, not quietly, visibly, shoulders shaking, jaw tight. The kind of crying you spend your whole life learning to hide. The other soldiers noticed. Some laughed. Some looked away. Because that's what you do when someone breaks the rule, the unspoken military rule that says, don't feel things here. V saw it all. He didn't pretend not to notice. He didn't smile from a distance and keep walking. He didn't send someone else over. He walked to the soldier himself, stood in front of him, looked at him not as a fan, not as an awkward situation to manage, as a person. He took the soldier's hand in both of his, and he leaned in close. And he said something quiet enough that only that soldier could hear. You're not crying because of me. You're crying because life is hard and you needed permission to feel it. I'm just the excuse. The soldier couldn't speak. V stayed. Not for a photo, not for a moment. He stayed long enough for that young man to breathe again, to remember that emotion isn't weakness, that falling apart briefly doesn't mean you're broken, that someone saw him and didn't look away. Weeks later, that soldier posted about it, not for clout, not for likes, because some moments are too heavy to carry alone. He wrote, Kim Taehyung didn't treat me like a fan. He treated me like a human. That's why 10 million people love him. He sees us. He sees us. That's the thing about V that people outside the fandom can never quite understand. It's not the voice, it's not the face, it's not even the music, though the music is everything. It's that he has never once looked at a hurting person and decided they weren't worth his time. He was in that same military, carrying his own weight, his own homesickness, his own silence. And even then, even there, he chose someone else's pain over his own comfort. That soldier didn't just meet a celebrity that day. He met someone who reminded him that being human, fully, messily, openly human, is not something to be ashamed of. And that moment, that lives forever.